Right guys, hello, welcome back to Skylines, and finally we solved this bastard problem. So much time on this problem right here. Can't believe how much time we spent on this problem, but finally it's solved. 43,000, nearly 44,000 people in the city right now, 75 coming in, so it's doing pretty good. So yeah, it's all going forward. No major traffic problems. This roundabout that we created, that's sort of floating above the sea, has had some mild issues with busyness, but other than that, everything's going pretty nicely. Wraith Hills, Wraith Park have been expanding. Marshall Park needs to expand a little more. We'll build all this out this way. But otherwise, things are going very well. But we have Newtopia up here. Newtopia is our new city, which actually is developing very nicely. So, yeah, it's all going in the right direction. So let's continue expanding. We need some residential right now. So let's see what we got here. Well, I think we've got some space we can expand residential down here. Let's look at how we're doing for power. Power is a big problem. We need to get some power in the mix. So let's do that. I'm going to put in a block of stuff here. What's the zoning like going on with Newtopia? It needs a big expand. A big expand. Let's push this way down here. Right, Newtopia. Let's just have a little overview of everything. I think everything else is pretty tidy away. It looks like Heather Hills, guys. If anybody would like a district, any subs would like a district named after them, Heather Hills is up for grabs there. I think everything else is... Oh yeah, Flame. Yeah, Flame has... I'm not sure Flame is actually... Fuse, you should check if Flame is here, because Flame needs to realise his new frozen produce district has been moved, as people will remember from last time. Yeah, electricity. Now, what was I actually using for electricity? Oh yeah, we got the big wind farm going on down. Slightly haphazard wind farm. I've got a wind farm on a different playthrough, which is actually much tidier than this one. I've kind of just like, yeah, just shove it. Best loot in engineering. Where should we stick the next one? I don't know. Just roughly near the others. It's like my style of engineering. Is this good? Yeah, it's fine. Just bang it in. It'll be absolutely fine. Right, we're bringing in 16k. Let's check our money and taxes, make sure we're doing fine with taxes. Actually pretty high taxes, everything's doing well. Yeah, we've got a little bit here. I'm just looking at the day-night transitions and so on. Probably could do with a little less policing at night time, I don't know. Everything seems pretty fair. Who's saying Fuse doesn't have a district on this one, neither does Wargamer, where you can toss it up between yourselves and decide who's... No, Fuse, you do have... Fuse, you have your Victorian workhouse over here, that's what you've got. This disgusting... Look, there's even a statue of Fuse right here, look. In fact, actually, Fuse, it's quite hilarious, because Fuse created a flag for his sort of dystopian country this week, and that had a big cog on it, and the statue in Fuse's workplace also has a big cog on it, so there you go. Alright, so we're going to make this Liam's awesome mining up here. We're going to have Wargamers here. War oil produce. No. War DJ oil distribution. There you go. War DJ's Oil Distribution Services. Hello guys in the chat, welcome aboard. Good to see you all. Can the name be changed? I'd much prefer Democratic Working People's Republic of Fuse. No, because it's Fuse's workhouses. That's the last place anybody in town actually wants to work, so it's fine. Hobbs the Cat subscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you very much indeed, Hobbs. And also, I should say much thank you to Haffa the Alpaca, who subbed before the stream began. So thank you very much indeed. Right, so power is still borderline. We really need some better power facilities. We have a nuclear power plant. We also have... Fuse subscribed for 14 months in a row. Show Fuse some love in the chat, guys. 14 months, that is a big old amount of time. Thank you very much, Fuse. Supporting me all the way. Right, Yeah, so we've got the Fog Bay Tower. There's also the geothermal plant, which is super OP. Also the Tesla Gigafactory, which is also ridiculous. The Tesla Gigafactory, right? I have a big issue with the Tesla Gigafactory because it's just ridiculous. It does cost $1 million, but its upkeep is only 1,400 a week, which is nothing. It outputs 2,800 megawatts, which is ridiculous. I mean, okay, so look at your alternatives like the geothermal right here. The geothermal, 800 a week, and it outputs 400 megawatts. The Fog Bay Tower, which is supposed to be the super futuristic thing, 8,000 a week, and its output is 640. Now, I actually have a big issue with a couple of... I actually think that... you know, it's down to individual people. But when you look at the nuclear power plant right here, the nuclear power plant, its upkeep is 8,000 a week, all right? Costs 200k, and its power output is 640 megawatts. So basically it's very expensive, but it does output a lot of power, right? Which is good for a big city. And then when you look at this thing, this futuristic Fog Bay Tower, now again, its upkeep is 8,000 and its power output is also 640. So it's a very kind of futuristic sort of way of producing power. It doesn't look as ugly as a nuclear power plant, right? But then when you look at the geothermal power plant right here, and also the Tesla Gigafactory, I don't know whether that Tesla Gigafactory, whether those stats are based off of realistic figures. In fact, I actually might look up, because I struggle to believe that those figures are correct. It produces so much power, and its upkeep is so small that, you know, it does cost $1 million, right? But I kind of feel like it's a cheat. So I'm interested to know what you guys think in the chat. Do you think the Tesla Gigafactory is a bit of a cheat? You know, do you think that it's it costs $1 million, but it only costs 1,400 to run? So, and its power output is so insane. Its power output is 3 times what a nuclear power plant is, which I don't know whether that's realistic. Maybe somebody wants to Google whilst we're streaming right here, I don't know. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think that's a cheat, or do you think that's a legit power system? Because to me it feels a bit of a cheat. But maybe I just feel like, maybe I'm just making things too hard for myself, I don't know. Because basically once you've banged that down, you pretty much don't have to place any other power source anywhere, and it kind of... Yeah, Aidan Book says, I do, it's a cheat. Yeah, I think whoever created that, I mean, it looks great, it's a great model, but I feel like, you know, there's no requirement to place any other power source, and it's kind of, once it's down, you don't have to worry about anything. It just seems a little silly to me, that's all. Right, I want to get some offices in. I thought the Gigafactory made batteries, not power. I don't know, yeah, maybe it does. No, but it has, like, solar cells on top, so, I don't know. I don't know, somebody should look that up, but I feel like solar powers don't require much maintenance in real life. Actually, some of them do. In fact, actually, I think it was in Africa, and they were looking in Africa at doing like large solar plants, and they ended up being untenable because they required, every day someone had to go around and spray and clean the dust that collected from because they were out in the middle of like this kind of very dusty, sandy place, and so much dust and stuff would collect on the solar cells every day. Somebody had to go out and clean it all off, and it basically became prohibitively expensive, and it was not just expensive but time consuming to go out and do that every single day, and so for that reason they were like untenable and they couldn't do them. XBuy says it's not cheating, in fact wouldn't it also be self-sustaining factory in real life? Again, it may or may not be. I'm not saying that it is or it isn't. I'm just saying it feels a bit OP to me. Like it feels super, super powerful for what it is compared to your other options. That's what I'm saying. Right, now, where have I been putting offices up until this point? Actually, have I even got... Oh, yeah, it's over here. Yeah, Marshall Park. Yeah. Okay. I actually feel like let's get some more offices in then, because I said about expanding Marshall Park, and this is a good time. Also, I'll tell you what we do need to do. We need to expand. We need to expand Flame's frozen produce, because poor old Flame here, we moved his frozen farmland, and he deserves to have a bit more sort of farming going on. So we're going to rebuild Flame's shattered industry. And hopefully we'll get some new people coming in here. Because, you know, they deserve to still have that going on. You'd have to shovel the snow off the panels in Karelia. Yeah, exactly. That's the trouble. Yeah, I know. There'd be loads of other issues. You don't remember what the question was regarding the Gigafactory? You literally just said it. The question was basically, is it too OP? Because it has a very low kind of, requirement from the weekly income. It's only 1,400, whereas stuff like the nuclear power plant and the Fog Bay Tower have an 8k weekly income for the and they only produce like 640 megawatts of power, and the Tesla Gigafactory produces. See that this thing produces 640. So does the nuclear power plant. The geothermal, even though it's only 800 a week, produces 480 megawatts, right? I mean, that one's OP in a different way in that it requires very little weekly income for it. But again, that makes sense, I guess, because it's geothermal, right? But the Tesla Gigafactory, 2,800 megawatts. That's so much power. Right. So we need some more commercial is coming in. We've got our nice new housing areas coming in for Noor. Let's just check the heating. Yep, heating is all good over here. So these guys are going to need some shops too. I'm just going to make sure as well we have enough space on the roads here. It's all looking pretty good. Let's get some shops in here. We're going to put some high density shops just around this little area here. I think that will abate it very well. Fuse says it's a bit OP. Yeah, it is. It's totally. I think it really is. Oh my god, Flames Frozen Produce has no water. Quick, quick, quick. Must get down on it. Right, bang a bit of this in. There we go. How are we doing on the heating front? Heating available. Oh, heating available is looking slim because we have been expanding pretty hard. So we're going to have to throw down yet another geothermal heating plant up on our geothermal hill. So let's put that in place. And then we need to connect it to the grid. So let's do that. Space already occupied. What? What? Why is this being like this? Why is this being so temperamental? I'm just going to do this instead. There you go. Right, there we go. We've got adequate heating available, so that's good. Yeah, I would be very interested though to just know about that, that factory and whether in fact it is OP in real life. I think we're going to keep Wraith Park sort of low in terms of residential areas, but we'll definitely start branching out a little bit for the offices. So let's just put some of this down here. Actually, and then what we'll have is we can have some of these. Actually, just do it one way. It's fine. These small alleys are really good because they enable you to use space that you perhaps wouldn't normally. Like similarly right here, look, we could get a bit of an alley going down through here. And that'll give me some extra space to sort of build on. It means you can really kind of condense stuff up and get the most out of it, Right, so let's put some more offices down through here. We'll start with this little bit and across here. There we go. Maybe this corner. Actually, let's just fill this in. There we go. Right, we're going to need some heating, so let's do that. Okay, great. Let's speed up a little bit. The actual Gigafactory produces 35 gigawatt hours per year. Well, what does that translate to? Well, we're talking about, so this is measured in megawatts fuse. So let's put power output is 2,800 megawatts, I suppose, per week. I guess that's per week because that's what your upkeep is. So it's 2,800. So how many megawatts in a gigawatt? 1,000? Is it 1,000? Somebody work that out. Right, new offices coming in. It's all looking good. A little bit of residential options. I didn't want to put too many roads in for fuses for Flames Frozen Produce because I knew that if I did, we would end up with massive amounts of... I'm trying to keep industry stuff away from residential transport. Aidan Bork says 1024. What one is that? How many megawatts in a gigawatt? So can somebody work out? 35 gigawatt hours is 30. Okay, wait, hold on. 2800 megawatts is 2.8. Yeah, so it's 1,000, right? So 2.8 gigawatts. So basically, what we need to know is how many per week. So then you just need to. So guys, you just need to work out from that. If that's per year, you just need to divide that by whatever 48. So how many did Fuse say? Fuse said that it produces 35 gigawatt hours. So it is actually feasible. But then the question is, how much does it cost to run? And that's the other thing, you know. It's very tricky. But, you know, real life is not always... real life is not always, you know, the best thing for games. And just because if it produces so much in real life doesn't mean that it has to do that in game, because you know you have to consider the fun of the game. It's like if you can just place some object down and then that's your power solved, it kind of removes some element of the game. Per week it's 673 megawatt hours per week of production, the real one. Yeah, see, so that is unrealistic because this thing in game it's producing 2,800 megawatts. So that's actually a gigantic amount. In fact, actually, so the power output of that is more comparable, yeah, to those other things, the Fog Bay Tower and stuff like that. So yeah, so it seems like it is a bit OP. I might unsubscribe to that mod because I kind of don't want the temptation to use it, you know. Right, what am I going to do here? How am I going to make this work? Let's see. I'm trying to get some nice windy roads going on here, which is definitely happening. Also, these are going to probably be sort of fairly high capacity buildings, so that's why I'm going to use some 4-lane roads to make sure we have enough transport for them. There we go. And again, I might have a little lane go on here. Let's go to free build lane. Just do a bit of that. Okay, that's looking good. Yeah, the power too much. Yeah, I know, OCD, it's fine, I know. Calm down, it's all going to be alright. We'll be fine. But I'm going to put some housing through here. And then we're going to get a load more shops down this side. Like so. And then I'm going to put a load more shops down this side. Actually, let's just fill that in. This is definitely shopping town. There's a lot of shops in. There's a lot of shops in Nulltopia. Loads and loads. We need more jobs as well. I think it's going to be worthwhile starting to think about whether or not we want to have some kind of businesses up here. Because the trouble is if you put so much business so far away from other things, people have to travel over there, and you realise that's one of the issues that comes up. So what we may do is actually create like another sort of office park down here, I think, actually. And then we could split the road off a little, go across this way or something. Luton want to update me on the city. I missed a couple of weeks. Well, it'll all be on the YouTube, so you can check it all out there. But all in all, we had a major traffic problem. We solved that eventually. It took us a long time. Everything else has just developed. This area of town has become massive, very, very sort of full of things. Lots of big towers, lots of research facilities, museum of modern art, and all that kind of stuff. The other areas of the town have just started, you know, continuing to expand. So it's all just going really well. Right, so my thing is, where do I want to make another office district? And as I say, I'm thinking of making a cool little office district over here, really. It means I've got to get over there. Let's start doing that then. So we don't, with office districts, it's quite good. You can probably get away with just having like a medium road going through. So I'm going to put like a medium road which goes sort of through the middle here. And then I can just branch off the other bits. So that'll be my main road going through. And then I'm going to connect this down to that. But I also want to take some stress off of this big roundabout here, because you can see this roundabout here is busy. And okay, so the reason this is probably quite busy is because there is a lot of residential up here, but no jobs really other than commercial. And probably what's happening is that a lot of this is they're travelling to office jobs or other kinds of jobs around here. So that's probably why a lot of transport. So it makes sense to kind of create jobs near to where your other residences are, right? Right, we've got water issues because I didn't expand the water lines this way, so I'm going to do that. There we go, everyone. Hot water for you. Hot running water. What more can you want? There's some dead people there. How much facilities do we have? We have a medical clinic. How much graveyard services do we have? Only one small chapel. So we could there is a look at, you got to look at the amount of buildings here. There's a lot of people. You got to remember as well, guys, I'm running the realistic population mod, which means that in one tower block here, let's click on any random tower block, 57 adults. You know, there's a lot of people in these buildings. That's a shop. This will be another residence. You know, look at this one. You know, 30 teens. You know, we're looking at like 100, 200. We're looking at maybe 215 people in that one building. So you've got to have more services in one area. So it's not as good as just putting one down and then that's enough. Right, we need to get some services here. So I'm gonna put down this funeral parlour right here. There we go. And that should serve much of that city well. Right, so anyway, Jesus man, there's a lot of traffic coming into the city right here. Look at this. It is getting busy. But it's all moving, that's the thing. Or apart from here, where they seem to be sort of wanting to get in lane. I'll tell you what we need to do right here. What we need to do is we need to make this lane for a also right turn. Yeah, so that's 3 right turn lanes now, which means that because they're going into a 3 lane anyway, so it makes sense. That way they don't have to keep continuing. Well, the reason they're slowing down here is because they're coming on and then they're having to transition into 2 lanes, and that's why that's slowing down a bit. So make that 3 lanes and then they should be able to just keep on turning. But that is backlogging quite heavily. This is proper. You got to remember as well. Okay, so there's 2 things I have on. One is I have realistic population mod, and that creates a lot more traffic because again you have realistic population, which means there's a gigantic amount more people moving. So you really basically increases the difficulty a lot. Also, I have rush hour on, and rush hour basically makes people travel at the times of day that you would expect them to travel, right? As in real life. In fact, actually, look, you can see what's happening right here is a lot of people are sort of crossing lanes here for some reason. What are you doing, you idiot? Get out! What are you doing, Amanda Gray? What the hell are you playing at? Anyway, so basically, another issue is that yeah, I have rush hour on, and so what happens is you can set rush hour to have people move around the city at a certain time, and again that also increases difficulty because it puts pressure on your roads at certain times of the day, just like in real life. So what you'll have is people going to school, people going to work, and they'll all be going in that early morning period, and then they'll be coming back at that time. At night time they won't do so much. With the standard Skylines, it doesn't work like that. They just travel around at all sort of fairly distributed times, and it's not a case of like everyone just going around at the same time, right? Anyway, so yeah, I need to create more business here to sort of try and alleviate that a little bit. Why is that? Oh, okay, because those things did not exist before. Right. So let's get. I want to get another road over here, but this road up here is a little insane. It's kind of so branching it off right there is maybe not the best thing. It's going to be make a crazy road crazier. Although if I wanted to go completely balls crazy, I could like bridge right across from here to this mountain. That would be pretty insane. I kind of actually want to really do that. I'm like super tempted to do that. I think it would be really enjoyable. Maybe I will do that. That would be fun. I'm so tempted to do that. Let's not be too silly. Let's try and... It would actually take pressure off that roundabout though. Stop everyone going the same way. Let's totally do that. There is also another way down, which is they could come around this way, so... And that wouldn't be quite... It would be a little insane. I mean, this cliff is quite major. I mean, it does feather off really soft around here. Although let's see whether... have I got any more slots to buy? No. We've got all this over here we can build into, you see. Yeah, bollocks, let's do it. Let's do it! Screw it, man. I don't think we need, for offices, we're not going to need a 6-lane road. So let's go with a 4. Would you be brave enough to take this road? It's fine! Look, everyone would go on this road. I would. I'm trying to get it the right... That is what you call a spanning bridge, my friend. Bang! Look at that. Oh, you do it. You drive that road. Engineering in Lootopia. It's fine. It's a bridge. It's working. I've just got to get them down from there somehow now. How are we going to get down from here? This is going to be an interesting road. This is where it gets a bit tricky. How to get down the mountain. Oh, come on, you can do it. Don't forget you got landscaping tools. Ah, it's cheating. I don't really need landscaping here. I'll just do it a bit at a time here. Why does it keep trying to map right to the... I'm trying to... Oh, here we go. Look, this is what we want to do. We want to do like this. There you go, look. This is what we want to do. We want to, like, map it down so it looks somewhat realistic. If I could get this to kind of come down and then underneath itself, that would be cool. I want to kind of come around here, like this. Oh, here we go. Come on, you can do it. I'm trying to just... Yes. No, no, no. Come on. And have it come down here. This is gonna work completely. I really miss playing this game. Right, come on. I nearly had it there. There we go. This is gonna work 100%. Oh no, now I've got to get past the bloody... I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get past this thing because I've got to... Ah, there we go. We totally nearly got this. Yeah, here we go. This is going to be a thing. Oh, we're on the home straight. We are very on the home straight. And done. Problem solved. Yes, my friends. This guy's already on it. Oh, it's the road maintenance truck. He's making sure that people are going to live. That's not fun. Let's travel with the road maintenance truck. Come on then, buddy. What the hell? His car just fell through. Where did he go? His car... He hit a bump and he's just like totaled off the side of the road now. We'll travel with this other more balls to the wall, no fear maintenance truck. Oh yeah, he's loving it. Look at this, he's loving it, loving it, loving it. That's a road junction you would want to travel on. Right, okay. Those office workers are going to be like excited to come to work. They're going to be like, ah, like, right, okay. It's fine. You know, a road like that with ice and stuff on it would be no problem at all. I'm going to get a load of trees on there, make it look really cool. I wouldn't drive on that road even if it was a life or death situation. It's the kind of road that my mum would like just go like this all the way down, and she wouldn't look until someone told her we were at the bottom. Right, we need to get some offices going on here. This is the whole point of this road. So we're going to start making space for our offices, guys. It's very important. This is, after all, the point of what we're doing. Creating a new business park for the people of Newtopia. And I feel like we can start things off there. Anyway, what are you talking about? There's nothing wrong. Grade breaking is in effect, yeah. There is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It's absolutely fine. There we go. Like, we use our little pathways right there. Right, this is going to be a beautiful business park. This is going to be, it's going to be, I sound like Donald Trump. This is going to be a beautiful business park. Everybody's going to want to come to this business park. It's going to be great. You're going to have not seen a business park as good as this. This is the business park that's going to turn it all around. It's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. Right, it's going to be so good. Can you do a tour around the city, Luton? I've done a lot of tours around the city, so I will do one, but not not yet. Right, I need to get some water and stuff, which is probably going to come from this end. So let's start off. Always start off small. There we go. Haven't been in your stream in a while. Well, it's great that you're back. Great that you're back. Right, here we go. Let's get some heating out to these people. We're gonna build across this pretty quick, so I'm not gonna wait for it to come in. I'm just gonna do it all the way. There we go. Right, we're gonna need power out there also, and that's gonna be an issue because we don't really have any power facilities. So I'm gonna get some power lines going across to them. You'll notice this thing right here. What this is utility poles. So instead of pylons, this is a mod, and what it gives you is these nice looking utility poles. So you can connect electricity to somewhere without having to put gigantic pylons all over the place. And they look a lot better. They look a lot more sort of in keeping with what you might expect. So you don't have to have like high capacity power lines all over the place. Okay, Fuse has got some information about the Gigafactory. Obviously in real life it's not a power plant, but if it was, it would only produce 4 megawatts of power. That is nothing. Hence why it's a factory, not a power plant, because it isn't actually generating power. Yeah, that mod is bullshit. I'm getting rid of that. An event has started? What? Citizens have just arrived at this building to attend the event that has just started. What? Oh yeah, look, there's loads of people. I've never seen this happen before. Look, 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 all the people are at this building because there's an event going on. Oh, it must be similar to when there is like an expo centre, but this one is for the art gallery. So this is our art gallery that's right in the middle of town here. How interesting. There we go. This is our downtown area. It is extremely busy, as you see. Anyway, so once we start getting some offices in here, and we already are, excuse me guys, we'll start expanding this up a little bit. So we'll just steadily push this out, and then more and more will come along. So that once we get a big enough office space, probably what's going to happen is workers will start coming from Newtopia, and again you'll get jobs I find shift around. Like, I've had experience with this with another city that I was doing, and I find that once you build jobs near to residents, they are more likely to go to those jobs rather than a job on the other side of town. So building your offices, building your industry near to residential places, or you know, it makes basically, if you build like all your residents here and all your work here, then they're just going to travel back and forth, and if there's stuff in between, they're going to have to travel through that, and that's where you get loads of like traffic problems. So trying to work out like where people are going to go is really important. Are those events part of the rush hour or something? I don't. Maybe an event is finished, the event is now over. If it's dark and you've provided hotels, tourists will use them for the night. I don't think so. I think it's possibly a tourist thing. I don't know. It may be to do with rush hour, one of the mods. I'm not sure. Right, so everything's looking pretty okay. Medium demand for commercial. Now let's expand Wraith Hills a little bit, I think. We could expand, because some of these guys might want to go and work in the offices here a little. So let's actually put a few little houses down here. I'm going to put some houses in. Haven't put any in Wraith Hills for a little while. I'm going to put some right here and here, and then we'll get a few shops in the mix as well. There we go. Let's check on our power situation. Power situation is not good. I really could do with some extra power stuff, because my my turbines. I also wish that I could move these around a little bit. I kind of really want to pause and redistribute like how they are and stuff, you know. We did have a look at the option of building like a power dam here, but again, I never really intended for that to be the case here. This one costs 3,200 per week, and for 3,200 per week you really need to be getting back. So again, it's all about kind of looking at your options. So a nuclear plant is producing 640 for 8,000 per week. So if you're building a dam, all right, the dam costs upkeep like 3,000, right? So you need to be making around about like 250 megawatts to make that valid, make it worthwhile. Let me just see what we can get right here. So again, actually that's given us 480 megawatts, which would actually be worthwhile. Rather than tempt fate, I'm just going to bang that in and let's hope it works. Right, well, we've got our dam in the mix, guys. It says it's going to produce 480 megawatts. Let's see if it does. Because if it does, that's going to really solve our power issues. It'll take a little while for it to get active, so let's build some pylons in the meantime. And I can happily connect this just via the recycling station, which is kind of out of the way, so that's useful. Actually, yeah. Let's just bang this in. There we go. It won't be operating for a while, guys, because it will have to build up water, basically. So you'll see back here the water is building up. Now last time though, and again, this I haven't tested this previously, but in the past it was like we couldn't get enough water to actually supply the dam. So again, I don't know whether this dam is going to work or not. Maybe it won't work, and maybe this is actually a feature of this map I need to modify. So we'll have to look and see whether it works or not. But if it does work, it should provide us with a good amount of power, so that's really going to be helpful. The power seems to go up and down a lot, and I assume that's probably to do with people's heating, and also lights and things like this. So it does fluctuate quite a lot. Loon, it's just going to take forever. Well, no, because as we found with a previous map, eventually it won't... It won't necessarily work. As we found with another map, we did another map a while back, and the water, it only filled up to a certain point, and then it wouldn't fill up anymore, and the dam wouldn't actually work, and I had to actually increase the water flow for the river in order to get the dam to work. So it was like a tweak I had to do back to the map. Now the water capacity is from right up here. Now I don't know whether it's actually going to be enough to make the dam work. It may not fill up enough, and that was an issue we had in the past. So it's not operating right now. So basically it needs to fill up enough, and I actually think it's not going to work, because it'll have to fill back all the way up here. So it's going to take a long time. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work. We'll see. We'll leave it and see. Maybe the water for the dam is going to take ages. Yeah, it may well do. I'm skeptical if that will work at all. Okay, I'm going to be really OCD about my turbines right here. I'm going to reorganize them because it's going to drive me mental if I don't do this. I don't know why it didn't, but I think it was only because I was doing another play. How much are these men be making? 20 megawatts. It's going to drive me ballistic, like if I don't reorganize these, because it's going to really, really annoy me. So I'm going to slightly redistribute these, and it's probably going to freak people out because, yeah, basically I want to try and get them looking a little bit smarter and not so haphazard. Which I know that sounds a bit laughable for me because I'm so used to making things totally haphazard in this game, but I want to try and do this right. Turn it off while it's not working, look at your income. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we'll come back to that later. Right, so this shouldn't take too long. I just want to line these up so that they look a bit smarter, and they're not, because at the moment I literally just smacked them down wherever the hell I want. Yeah, it is. It is OCD madness. I usually don't care about this kind of stuff. I usually don't give a crap, but as I say, because it's my own fault because I was doing this on a different map earlier today. I come to this one today, I'm just like, it looks terrible. So I've got to make it right. Make it right. Do 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 do. It's going fine. This will be far better anyway. Come on. There we go. Yep, not that many left to go. This is going to look much better. And they're all still making good amount of power, so that's fine. It's not compromising the amount of power they're producing. I think I can only get one more in here, maybe not. I thought I was going to get one more in there. Right, just the last couple. This is only producing 17 though. These ones are not producing so much, and I wonder if I move them out here, whether I can get better output from them. Yeah, look, these are like 20. So if I move all these onto this side, I should get a lot better output. So I'm just going to line these up here. And last one. There we go. Right, not only... Oh, this crazy one right here. 17 megawatts. Change... what? Change them to the 20 megawatt zone. Yeah, that's what I was just doing. There we go. Right, that's good enough. I mean, arguably, I could move these 4 out here, and then these are going to be also on the 20. Which is probably worth doing. Oh, the only issue may be that... oh no, we are connected to the grid. Or are we? Hold up. I think I used to be powered across to this, and now I'm not. So what I should probably do is... that's strange. Why has power stopped coming from over here? Probably because that's not powered. What I'll do is I'll just run some pylons across from here. Look. Oh, I can't. Why has that rock got power coming out of it? That seems weird. I could just put pylons across to that, but I would rather do it a different way if I can. Do you know what I'll do? I'll put pylons... Okay, here's what I'll do, look. I'll put pylons like this. And then, yeah, I'll just use a node. There you go. That'll work. Right, that'll be just fine. Let's just check that. Power, power, power. There we go. Everybody's got power. Everybody's happy. Right, I've just got 2 more to move. Relocate. Ah, 1 is an odd one. That's annoying. It's not going to look perfect in my system. I'll put him on the end here, look. There you go. It's good enough. It's good enough. Right, that looks much better. Much tidier. I feel happier about that now. Oh, power, power, power. Calm down. Oh no, he was the link. He was the link. Oh, crap. Oh, bang a node in. Right, everyone's going to be... blackouts across the whole city. Sewage catastrophes. Everything's... people's toilets exploding. Look at this. Oh my god. Absolute anarchy reigns. It's all fine now. It's all fine now. Talking about water services. Yeah, sewage treatment's doing fine. How is the dam doing? It's not looking good. It's nowhere near the level it needs to be at. It needs to be like right up here. I don't think that water is going to get any higher, guys. Because it gets to a point where it just doesn't... I'm watching it right here. You need to keep an eye... Oh, it is still going up, look. It is still going up. You need to keep an eye on it because it will get to a point where it just stops. And at that point, yeah, look, it is still filling up back here. Okay, well, it's alright, it's moving. It is, if it goes over this little bit of snow here, I'm going to step away from it. And it's filling up. Because, as I say, it will get to a point where it does just stop. No, it's filled up further. Okay, alright, it's looking positive. I'm holding hope that it's going to fill up completely. Right, power is on the borderline, but we're okay. Let's look at our waste services. Incineration is maxed out and doing very well. Landfill is fine. Health services overall doesn't look too bad. Wraith Park, that's for funeral, this is for things. Wraith Hills, by the way, not looking good for funeral services. I think we could put a little church down here in Wraith Hills. That would be appreciated by everyone. Get a little church in there. Get a church next to the, whatever this is, the koi fish shop. Get that in the mix. Right, let's get... So, we actually don't have any requirement for offices right now, but we do have a requirement for more people. So let's get some more housing in Nultopia. We'll get some more high-density housing going on here, look. We'll put a little bit on this side as well. There we go. Confluence for 4 months in a row. Thank you very much, Confluence. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. Doing pretty good, guys. About 110 subscribers right now. So it's all going very nice. Right, now we've got the real supermarket here. I'm wondering if we can add anything else to Newell's shopping park areas. Let's see what else we have. Various things. Big factory. Hey, there is the crazy mall. Oh, let's the Saturn Electronic Market. Let's get that in the mix. We'll continue the theme of boring supermarket experiences. Yeah, look, we have like this sort of proper... You get all these side by side. You get a proper sort of experience going on, so that's all good. Put a graveyard on a hill. I need a tomb with a view. Yeah, we could do that somewhere. We'll do that somewhere. I'm wondering if we can find a better way of getting power up to Nultopia, because right now we're just running these high power cables up, but at some point it would be nice to have something else going on. Now we need some more consumer stuff. Let's put a little bit down here in Wraith Park. Get a few little shops in. Let's put some even down here. There we go. Right, that's all looking good. Now, I said before I was going to sort of decorate up. Actually, there is a big demand for shops. Big demand for shops. Let's get... It's probably because there's a lot more people living in this area up here, so again, let's get some proper shopping going on. I'll fill this whole area here with high density shops. And that should got water onto that, so that's going to be fine. Electric is still borderline for us at the moment. Let's see how the dam is doing, guys. Well, it's filling up quite well. It's filling up a lot better than I anticipated. I don't think it's anywhere near to being ready, though. I'm gonna put my. I like to watch like a little point on a piece of. No, it's still going up. It's still going up. You have to pick a point and then watch it and see whether the water moves above that line. Confluence says I've been missing these Skylines streams. It feels like we haven't done one forever. It's because we haven't. I've been so busy doing other stuff, but I really enjoy them, and so we will continue, guys. And as I've said before, I really want to do RimWorld. I want to continue with RimWorld, but my audience seems to prefer Skylines to RimWorld. So, there you go. I would be more than happy to continue doing RimWorld, because I really enjoy RimWorld, but people seem to want Skylines from me more, so can't argue with that. As I say, guys, have I got trees down here? Yeah, we have. As I say, guys, don't forget I've actually got a new map out at the moment. So I've got a new map called Castle Valley on Steam. You can check that out. I'm sure somebody will link it in the chat right now for you guys if you go to Steam and check that out. If you download my map and play it, I'd really appreciate it if you rate the map as well, guys, because again, gets it better visibility on the workshop and gets more people the opportunity to play it. I'll show you at the end of this stream the map that I've been working on. It might inspire you to go check it out. But I've been having a lot of fun with it actually so far. And I've barely even got to the outskirts. I've built like a really quite big city, so it's been very fun. Right, let's put some more roads and stuff off of here. I'm gonna get. Oh yeah, we need 4-lane roads because I basically learned that if you're going to do a lot of, if you're using the realistic population mod and you're going to build high density areas, it is absolutely critical that you build at least 4-lane roads so that there's enough capacity for the amount of people that's going in there. Wargamer, calling it a night, not been feeling too well, got to have work. Yeah, alright, take it easy, man. Chill out and feel better. Spaceman, first time watching your streams, seeing your stuff on YouTube, but not the streams, Luton. Well, welcome aboard. Hope you enjoy. Get involved in the chat. Right. Why can't I build this? What's going on? Right, I'm just going to build some crossing roads here. There we go. And again, down this one I can... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build some alleys. One-way alleys going back. Actually, let's just do this. Like so. Like so. There we go. That's a good way as well of kind of maximising that space. Just get these little alleys one way going back and forth. Right, let's get some more housing in the mix. Whoa! Okay guys, we have reached the level of Metropolis. 50,000 people in the population, and we now have access to the airport. So we will look at getting that in the mix. Right, but in the meantime, let's continue getting our high density residential in, and we can still get some low density residential in. It doesn't have to all be high density. It's good to actually mix it up a bit, and it's good to get like some, you know, low density shops in as well. Don't have to be all the higher stuff. Again, I'm actually going to get like a few low density residential in here, and I'm actually going to fill this area with sort of half high density shops and half low density shops like that. Right, here we go. Confluence, thank you there for the spam. Right, okay, we need to get some services in here, so we're going to need the water services in the mix. Let's get this going on. There we go. Cover that area. Now we're probably going to also need to start looking at some park resources and so on and so on. The roads are looking busy again. Very, very busy. This is going to be morning rush hour. It's only 6 AM, so in a minute it's going to get a bit busy. Everyone's going to start going to work. Let's look at the schooling situation. Downtown it's not so great, probably because sheer quantity of people. Because there are a lot of people down here. We need some sort of primary level schooling. I'm going to bang one in there. There we go, that should make people happier. A lot of these schools, they only take like a capacity of, what is it, like student capacity is 200, so you really need to get a couple of these in to cover, because when you're in this high residential zones, it's the same deal here like downtown. You really need several to really take that capacity. I'm going to put one in right here as well. Probably not the best place to put one actually, like smack bang on a junction. But you know, it's downtown, people are going to walk, they're not always going to take the car, so that'll be just fine. Getting a little bit of industry and offices coming in, which is good, so I'm going to put offices in our office area down here as well. Let's get that in. Fill it in, there we go. Check out the dam looting. Yeah, right, let's go back and have a look. Oh, it's looking nicely there. That's definitely going to be working. Well, that is really good news. Let's turn it on. And it'll probably, sometimes it takes a minute or two to get started because it might have to get people coming to work there and so on. Oh, I tell you something else. It's not going to be able to work there until I connect it up because obviously there's a road going to it. I don't know why I forgot about that. You're going to have to actually obviously create a road across to, you know, wherever it is, because yeah, look, I can just build a road straight the way through here. And across like so. There we go. Because if I don't do that, then how are the workers going to get to the dam, you know? Right, so once they hire some people, it will start producing power, I hope. We'll leave it and come back to it. I found that there's often a bit of a flooding thing initially, but I'm hoping that the walls, you know, the height of this section down here is going to be high enough. Of course, you can produce a flood wall as well to protect against like the dam and stuff, so that may be a possibility we need to do there. As Tot, how you doing there? Finally some more City Skylines looting. I've been trying to find out which of the mods I installed today is causing my game to crash, but I still haven't figured it out, so I can't play your new map. Ah, that sucks. Well, the thing to do is, and I've had this issue myself, well, one is Google it, the other is to go through and just systematically turn them on one by one and then figure it out like that, just process of elimination. This hydro dam should be producing power now. It's definitely got enough capacity, water capacity. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be producing power, but we will see. It's still black, but it should start eventually. I hope so anyway. Right, let's look at other things we can do. So we have the big mall and stuff. We can get that in the mix. Also Chirper HQ, we haven't put that down anywhere. Let's get Chirper HQ over here somewhere. Put it on the corner here, look. We need to get some more stuff downtown, so there you go, that's going to make everybody happy there, look. They're loving it. They're loving it, loving it, loving it. We also have the Opera House. We could get that in the mix. We also have like the City Aquarium and things like this. Also Science Centre. Science Centre is always a good one. But I feel like that, I always put the Science Centre down in kind of like business areas, but I'm not sure whether we should. There's probably a few areas we could put that. We'll have a think about where to put that down. Hydro plant is still not operating. I don't know why not. Oh, there's cars on it. I see. Oh, it's the maintenance truck. Why is it not operating? It's so annoying. Look, it's definitely full enough. Like you couldn't be more full. Unless it's not quite there. Unless it needs like a little bit more or something like this. Is this a custom map? Yes, it is. It's one of mine, which I will put out to everyone eventually. Probably try and do that very soon. Airport. I don't think I'm at the point where I want to get the airport in yet, but we will do that. But I'm not quite at the stage I want to do that just yet. Right.